Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Oh, Mr. Craig, somebody has coffee.
It's a coffee talk. Did you bring
And
your
now
daughter,
you're talking.
your dogs, your coffee, anything to
Just
this
my
talk?
dogs. My
Ah,
dogs are barking.
your dogs
It's
are
the
barking.
worst. I have the worst accent.
Do- and you have the worst dogs next door, don't you?
Dogs next door. Yeah. Who let?
I remember.
Hey, Craig, who let the dogs out?
Who?
Who let
So
the
we-
dogs out? My kids.
More
love that
importantly, who did the insurance dudes have on Wednesday? A couple days ago.
song. Okay, so David is so
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
What a smart dude. I love that dude.
Yeah. I like to think that we think outside of the box, and then like he's outside of the known universe. Like it is just so far beyond where he goes and the things that he comes up with from that hiring thing that he went over, which is phenomenal. And now I'm working backwards. Then he talked about that workers' comp that he does. And then of course the funnel.
The funnel. And that the way he approaches the it's just a non-conventional agency model, and it's so cool to see because like he said, when you don't have anything and you don't have the resources, you get creative. And I think that he definitely helps take that to the next level. He's such a smart dude.
Yeah. Well, he got so focused on the things that he was going to do to drive the revenue, and he understood where he wanted to get, and then he worked backwards, right? And so many of us don't even look at that. We're like, oh, it's a mess over here. Let's just do a bunch of stuff and then hope that it ends up because we're working hard. Well, that's hard. That's pretty challenging to ever get anything done, right?
Right.
And scale
Right.
that. How do you scale that, Mr. Jason?
It's chaos.
Yeah.
You don't want to
chaos.
scale chaos.
No, because then you have scaled chaos.
Right, which makes you want to
Very
take a nap.
scaly.
Makes me want to take a nap.
It does. Yeah. Or
That's where the
meditate.
coffee comes in. Or
Well, when you're in
meditate.
the middle of the day, you got to drink some coffee.
So here's a little side note, and I don't know if this coffee talk is going to be the most amazing, but this is a funny story. Look at my hair.
I see it.
I was a little pissed off today at
Ah.
the COVID situation.
The
And
Rona?
I know, I think we've all been there throughout this process where it's like, for the most part, I have a pretty positive outlook. Every once in a while, I'll lose it. Today, I about lost it, and it's over the stupidest stuff, right? The important stuff, I don't lose it over. But when I go to get my hair cut and everybody's outside and there's like lists of people that are getting their hair cut, and like I literally couldn't get my hair cut anywhere. I went to all these different places and I was like, that's it. So I go home and I shave with my clippers, take off the rail. I go no rail, down to skin, and I shave a mohawk.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Most people would do it when they lost the bet, but you'll just do it because you know
Yeah.
what? Carruthers was talking about just the number one thing is just to do the thing.
Just do it.
Why are you waiting? What are you researching? Just freaking go out and do it. Don't be scared.
That was Mitch, by the way.
Well, we're going to talk
Next-
about him next week. Spoiler alert.
Oh, so good. But yeah,
I wanted to see if you're
so
paying attention.
now I look like perhaps train spotting or something, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like the train spotting mohawk, and I like it.
Yeah. Well,
Job well
you
done.
don't- well, when you have gray hair, the last thing you want is you don't want to
I
look
don't
like
know
Doc
that
Brown.
I think that's silver.
Silver fox.
Yeah. Yeah. Silvery. So you're off on into the motorhome or the fifth wheel this weekend.
I'm gonna do it. Yes. Yeah. It's very nice to get away camping when you have 4 kids and they are in the house going nuts.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Now there's mosquitoes around here. So if we let them outside, they get bit up by mosquitoes. And we just found out that there's been cases of West Nile.
Oh.
Is the apocalypse happening?
Can the mosquitoes carry the Rona too?
Probably.
Are the mosquitoes wearing masks?
Yes.
Just little mosquito masks.
Tiny masks. But yeah, so it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, honestly, that is it. You can only worry about what you control. So it was funny though, because I did get upset about the haircut thing, and I said, "That's it. I'm going to take it into my own hands." Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just we just got to get stuff done. And yes, I guess you do get creative when you don't have the resources, right? And just there's no reason to get mad. Mad is a waste of time. Doing something is not a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't know that you're even mad. It's just frustrated. You know, you're frustrated because you need to get something done and then that gets taken away. You know, I had a similar thing this morning. I mean, you know about it, right?
Yes.
I was actually, I got we're real focused on schedules. I got my schedule and I'm hyper focused on my schedule. I got to the office. I'm going to do this coaching, had a great thing, a plan for it. And then the internet's not working. The internet goes out because there's a giant storm last night. And then some guy that he may have had the same haircut as you, but he looked very rough, came running through, is messing with everybody's car in the parking lot and climbs under one of the staff's cars. So we had to call 911. The cops are there. I mean, it's just the Rona's got everybody going a little wacky.
A little wacky. But yeah, I mean, that schedule thing, right? It's just funny how we're really trying, because we're both trying to hold each other accountable to the schedule stuff, and it's just we're getting left and right turns. And that was this morning when I scheduled. I had a half hour, 45 minutes that I scheduled to get my hair cut. So what I did is I rushed home and I honestly did it as fast as I could. So that I wouldn't be, and I think I was 15 minutes off schedule because that was when you said you were running a little late. I said, perfect, I'll put a little extra time. I would have been on time if I had to. It would have looked a little worse than it does right now.
Well, people can see it on the YouTube channel because this is up
tubes.
There. Yeah, go to the tubes and then hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification every time one of these things drops. But yeah, if you tie everything that we've been talking about lately together, right? Schedules, being accountable, and then you also at the same time realize that if you're going to schedule it, great, but don't schedule 15 things. Know that you're trying to knock out these 3 objectives and then schedule your day around that so you can hit these objectives. If you put on 50 things because you want to do 50 things and you have it all listed on then you know what? You're going to end up being frustrated.
Yep. Because then you get derailed when your internet goes out or you can't get a haircut.
Yeah. I mean, it is something, but that's what happens. I think, if we anticipate in the same way, maybe when we're on a sales call and we anticipate that there's going to be an objection, maybe we need to anticipate that something could potentially happen, which happens a lot, and that's going to derail us so we don't lose it.
True dat.
Yeah.
Well, let's go into this weekend with a smile on our face, and let's really try to not get derailed, even though we're going to, right? Stuff's going to happen, but stick to what we know will move that needle.
Move the needle.
Move the needle.
So, Mr. Jason, you have a great camping trip. I'll see you on Monday. And we will motivate and we'll talk about Mitch. And that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's it. Go to the YouTubes and subscribe. Go to iTunes, subscribe. Now, see,
Yeah.
because I give Craig a hard time about saying it at the end of every episode. So
And
now
now you
I'm
do it.
beating you to the punch. I was saying you
That's
don't need
right.
to say that at the end of.
But they'll forget, Mr. Jason, because they
Oh,
get derailed.
okay. Okay,
What
I see where
somebody
you're
could
going.
do is put 3 things they need to do on their schedule. It's subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast, and then send us an email.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. That's 3 things. That's a good day right there. And you get
And
a
that's-
t-shirt out of it.
And that's Craig at theidudes.com.
Nope. Nope.
All right. Peace. We're out.
Same domain with Jason. We'll see you later.
Hey, you've got to check out the Insurance Dudes Inner Circle coming soon, where you get extended interviews as well as live coffee talks in our private Facebook group. Join the mailing list today at theinsurancedudespodcast.com. Hey, thanks for checking out the Insurance Dudes. Hey, please subscribe. We got some really great stuff coming out.